Do you like the word spoopy?
Spoopy?
I love saying
What
it.
does it mean anything else apart from spooky?
Nah, it just means spoopy.
Okay.
Well, in spirit of the Twat Show,
Let's
let's
do it.
a
Cheers, gentlemen.
cheers, guys.
And we're back. Welcome to Twat. Two wongs and a white, where three guys just sit around and chew the cud.
Yeah.
I'm Harshy. This is Ken. And this is Tem. And in the spirit of Halloween, we're going to discuss what scares the fuck out of us.
I like the emphasis on the fuck.
Oh, yeah.
That,
yeah.
Like the fuck.
I mean,
out
imagination
of
is a
us.
great thing, so is belief in different things. I'm going to throw it over to you, because I believe that probably culturally, you've got some fucked up shit going on.
Well, I think if you're thinking because I'm different between countries, we have the crazy stuff. We do. We have some crazy shit in our lore. But if you're assuming that I'm like
Not personally, but yeah.
personal, not personally. I haven't experienced it in my own country. I have experienced this shit here.
Really?
You want to hear about that?
Yeah, yeah. What, spiritually or spookily?
Spookily.
Yeah.
This is the Halloween's episode. I think.
Very technical, Ethan. Very technical today.
Yeah, very technical.
Yeah.
So there's this. There's some the places that you need to know for the story to like make sense in your head. You guys know the those you know this area is like Dongjiaotou.
Yeah.
And there's this abandoned building nearby the old Shekou entrance nearby. It's like you can just literally see it outside your window. It's just this abandoned building. So it's pretty much like a haunting situation that I felt. I was like, we were being followed and shit like that. I felt like that. It was me, my boy, Sash, and my other boy named Mark. We just walked in, and we were like 13 at the time. And it was like some spoopy shit, right? We were like 13. We're like, oh, this is adventure. This is middle of the night. Let's fucking do this
Was it
thing.
a place to sit and drink your scissors up?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a new place to drink and, do our shit. Anyways, so we were like, let's go around. Let's adventure. And keep in mind, to get in here, you have to break in through climb over a gate and then walk in through like an open path that leads to like a bunch of stairs with like a bunch of abandoned construction. So we're like, this is sick, bro. We're 13-year-old men. We have testosterone. Our balls just dropped. We have everything that we need to conquer this place. We started drinking, and lo and behold, we got spooked because we were the only three that was supposed to be there. You can either be a homeless man. Who knows? To this day, we don't care. We were spooked, and we heard like some sounds in the distant, coming from an eerie corner. It didn't sound anything human. You know what I mean? Like something a human can make by like tapping or walking around. It sounded ghastly almost. Maybe there was a broken pipe. We don't fucking know. The point was that when we heard that shit, we all like kind of like laughed it off like, it's a gust of wind. It was in the middle of the fucking summer. There's no wind in the summer. So like it's a gust of wind, it's midnight, gets a little cooler. Yeah, cool, drink. And then we hear like a slam and then we ran out. So to this day, I think that building is haunted because no one has touched that building for repairs, for reconstruction. It's
I've
just
got to
been
work out
abandoned.
exactly what building it is. I can't recall it.
I can probably
show us later.
I'll show you later. Yeah. It was just there and it's always been there ever since I lived here in Shekou. That thing hasn't been touched. You know what I mean? It's just been abandoned. I'm like, what is in there?
This area's been so gentrified. That's pretty strange.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
It's just like exactly. It's this place is so gentrified that one building you can immediately be like, there's something wrong with that building.
I have a question. You didn't have any alcohol.
No, we were like drinking,
Doing all types of stuff.
doing all the
Really?
Yeah.
We know the history here.
Yeah,
we don't need to go into
Okay,
it.
so because normally when people drink alcohol, they get braver.
Nah, dude,
So-
I'm the type of drunk that if I get spooked, I'll shit my pants type of scared. Like that's the type of drunk I am.
That's great.
It'd be good to have in a situation.
Yeah,
All right, then.
I use it as liquid confidence for other stuff, but when it comes to like the supernatural, count me out. Like, hey, dude, you're drunk. Let's go fight this thing. Nah, I'm good, dude. I'm gonna shit my pants in the
We're not
corner.
fighting nothing.
Yeah, we ain't fighting shit.
Well, that's a nice spooky story. How long were you in that building for that? the whole segment?
It's so long ago. I would say like an hour and a half.
Oh,
Yeah, and we just ran the fuck out.
it was probably the wind and the.
I hope
Water
it was like
making
I hope it,
sounds.
but it's like that place hasn't been. There's a lot of rumors about that when growing up. So you're like, as a kid, you associate the rumors with your experiences, type of deal. So yeah, I mean, mine is like the generic spoopy thing that happens when I was a kid. I don't know if you guys have anything more scary or actually like traumatizing than I went through because I lived a pretty peaceful life. Not gonna lie, the ghosts haven't touched me yet.
I just recalled I had something happen to me. Remember I said that I don't know how many people that believe in that shit. I remember one of my first security jobs. I was working at Grace Brothers in the city, And this thing was old. The old Grace Brothers or Farmers building where I can't remember the name. See, it's happening. One of the main squares in Sydney. And this thing was like 6 levels or something. But they had wood floors. So it was our job, and it was all separate buildings, and they were joined by a gangway. Like, it looked like one big building, but you could see at night, or if you knew the structure, there's an archway, and that's how they join the 2 buildings together.
Oh, sweet.
So you're doing a check, and you've got to do the lockdown each night, right? Make sure no one's in the building, that type of stuff. And you by yourself. There's like 2 guys on. That's it at night. Do the lockup.
Cover this whole build, like
Cover this whole
entire
enormous,
space.
Yeah. Well, you'd locked up. Everyone's left, staff entrance, you check everyone out, you make sure they're out, and it's like, okay, let's make sure no one's hiding in the clothing or anything like that wants to knock the place off. So you're walking in, you knock the lights out, because the weird thing, because it's such an old building, light switches are at one end of the building and the exit's at the other. So you got to walk down, knock the lights out, then do a check with your spotlight. But the thing is, it had wood floors. So you'd walk.
So it's creaky all
and
the
about
time.
10 steps later, your footsteps would follow you. It was weird. Shit.
My
no matter how much you knew, no matter how much you knew that it was just the floor, it's pitch black.
That
like
ain't
you
it.
can't see your hands in front of your eyes because your eye. Yeah, that's right. Hands in front. That's correct. Your hands in front of your eyes because it's pitch black.
Eyes before the
unless
hands.
you got your light going. And it's that cold dark.
Oh, yeah.
Because all the windows are closed and stuff, and you're walking, and all of a sudden you see that. And that used to, after what, I was there 2 years at that location.
Hey, you survived a long
Still
time.
never got used to it. Never
Damn,
got used to
dude.
it.
Well, that sounds actually pretty scary, especially if there was someone like making a prank on you, for example, just for fun.
Yeah.
That would probably scare you,
I
right?
held it together, but honestly, there were so many times I wanted to piss myself.
Just get drunk and shit yourself, right?
It was just horrible.
Yeah.
Because you're tired, it's late at night, and you just want to go home, and then you got that shit happening behind you, you know?
Yeah, what time did you get off during that shift? You worked the
normally-
graveyard shift, right?
Yeah. Well, it was sort of like afternoon shift. We normally locked up after, even if we closed at 9 p.m., we normally locked out. We were probably gone by about 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Okay, yeah, that's not.
And then
if
one
you
of
were-
us,
imagine if you had to sleep there.
no, one of us would be on duty call.
Yeah, you'd be like, all right, tonight you're taking roll call. You're taking watch duty.
It's back when we had pagers.
Oh,
So
boy.
if the alarms went off, the security company would call us and we'd have to ring in.
Yeah.
And most of the time we'd have to go in because we had to actually view the site and reset the alarms. That was crappy. Didn't like that.
So, pagers, those things.
Pagers, man. Yeah.
I would really want. I want a pager.
Oh, I remember my dad had a pager, and
Yeah, my dad had a
that was
pager.
actually kind of fun, except I didn't know how to use it. Just beeped all the time.
It just
so
beeped.
annoying.
Yep, same. Mine just
That's
beeped
what
all
they
the
do.
time.
Pagers beep. They page.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'm glad to be at my age now. Sorry, just saying. I like my smartphone.
Oh man, well you know me with electronic. I mean, I bought new toys today. You saw, some 4G radios, which is just I mean, I wish they had that shit when I was a kid.
You're right.
So much fun.
Like a walkie-talkie would be nice.
Decent walkie-talkie. Not something
I
with
love
an aerial that was 6
walkie-talkies.
feet high.
Yeah.
I always like covert shit. Always like that stuff.
He's actually building a secret military bunker. So yeah.
Building.
Oh, upgrading. What you got for us, Tammy?
Military makes it sound so crass.
Hey, dude. You never know in your case. It's always a big mystery.
Well, do you know the story of the Woman in Black?
Which one? Which iteration?
Well, the original was written by Susan Hill in 1983.
Sure.
And it's about this woman
In black?
and she would like steal
No.
people. It was scary.
What did she
because
do?
She would steal people. She would scare
Oh.
people and stuff
Did
like
she
that.
live in another universe or other alternate? Or?
Yeah. So do you know Harry Potter actor Daniel Radcliffe?
Yes.
So
My boy.
He
Love him.
was in that movie based on this story called The Woman in Black, and a 2012 movie.
Oh, I've seen it. Yeah, it was quite shite.
It was loosely based on it. I don't.
Yeah,
it was
it was-
not
it-
Based on a real
yeah.
story.
Anyway, so as a kid, we one summer went on a summer trip to a remote place that had hills, and all the kids would tell each other stories in the evening. And the one that stuck the most was The Woman in Black. So, and while everyone would dance on a disco place, there was a disco. I don't know. I think you're too young for that. Are you?
Oh, fuck off. I've had discos in schools.
No, as in like people would dance, do break dancing and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, I'm too young.
See, okay, so
Yeah, but see, remember, this is like also a Russian wing of the world. Breakdancing was about 15 years behind everyone else anyway. So.
right,
Exactly.
So
Breakdance, cool.
It's good, huh?
It's good,
Look
yeah.
at my Gucci.
So modern.
Sorry.
I was never good at breakdancing, but we would run around chasing each other. I don't know.
That's a
kids,
form of breakdancing,
kids,
yeah,
right?
don't worry.
So then there was like this one tree on the hill, and there was a beautiful full moon, and
Oh, your perfect picture. of
it
the-
was. I was
Yeah,
like,
perfect
what? And
selfie.
people were like,
Yeah.
let's go up there and see. Jesus Christ. We got up there and for some reason we got scared because this tree started moving like this. and
called
it was
wind.
And yeah, of course. But I
Yeah.
was little. I was like maybe 10 or something like that. So then
yeah,
we ran,
facts,
we
facts,
ran, I slipped and fell down the hill. I like rolled and rolled and rolled and ran.
Your friend Jill came tumbling after. Sorry.
No,
It was there.
Everyone else was at the bottom of the hill and I was like in the middle. And that thing it felt closer because I was petrified.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah.
felt like it was coming closer. I was so scared.
The
oh
mind's
my
a
God.
fucked up thing, man.
Yeah,
Like,
especially for kids. It was terrible. That was my one really scary story. I was like,
Did you have any takeaway from that? Like,
yeah, don't go up the hill at night.
Damn, dude. Damn.
it's normally a good rule.
Do you think you could do that again at this age? Like with all three of us? Like,
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
I mean, I'm not a kid, but one more story is Bloody Mary. I'm sure you're.
Oh, the
you
mirror.
did Bloody Mary as a kid?
We did Bloody Mary in school in India.
Oh, man.
And are you familiar with Bloody Mary?
I will say something. I did it too. Yeah, I did it too as a
Isn't that where
kid.
you look in a mirror and do Bloody Mary
You say
three
you have a
times?
candle. You say Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary.
Okay, tell me, at night, if you, in the middle of the night, you get up to like pee or whatever, right? So you walk into the bathroom and you forget to turn on the lights because it's fucking bright and you don't want to kind of wake up. You just
Yeah, no,
wanna
I pee in the
go to
dark
the
anyways.
bathroom, right?
Yeah.
And if the mirror is right behind you in the toilet, like so sometimes you turn around and you see yourself. It
I
still
go,
it still
Yeah.
creeps me out a little bit. Like
Yeah.
and
We
it's
have an
dark.
automatic dim light in the bathrooms for that exact reason. The last thing you want to do is be freaked out at 2 o'clock.
And then you
3 o'clock in the
spray
morning.
your pee
And what
everywhere.
is it with always waking up around about 3 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, I hate it.
You know,
I hate
you
it.
got all these different spiritualists saying, "Oh, 3 o'clock in the morning, there's something wrong in your life." No, I need to pee. But yeah, there's nothing worse than I very rarely. I can't remember the last 5 years, 6 years that I've actually been flipped out.
Yeah?
being by myself. No, I have no imagination.
I
It's all been
genuinely
sucked out
like
of me.
being by myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
were
to,
saying?
to this day, I just stand on the left side of the toilet, like so I don't.
Avoid the mirror.
He blocked himself.
So whenever I walk,
You
in,
avoid the mirror on
I make
purpose.
sure that the mirror is. I'm not in the reflection of what's there. I just don't look. I'm
Or he
like,
wears an LED cap.
Yeah.
That's me.
Like, yeah.
That's me.
I think that would scare me a lot more if there was an LED cap on my head.
Especially when you get the glare back.
Oh my god.
Abduction. Don't probe me.
Did you do Bloody Mary?
Yeah, we did. We totally
man,
did.
how'd you do it? Because the way we did it was just a single candle, and we said Bloody Mary 3 times and lit it out. We're just like, she ain't coming. Let's go back to bed.
Okay, so the way we did it, we put a mirror on the floor, on the ground, right, floor, and we covered
There are
with a
synonyms?
sheet. So we put a
Oh,
chair.
you wanted to see her come out.
It was we wanted to. So we
That's ballsy, dude. What the fuck?
there was like 3-4 of us, and there was a candle in there, and then we covered ourselves completely, so it was really pitch black. And we were sitting there, and we were sweating because it was Indian and it was hot. So
You were waiting for the fact that you were scared, but no, it was just hot, fam. It was hot on that particular day.
and we did get very scared because I don't know. I was little. It was scary. You know, it was just the 4 reflections sometimes. Just, you know.
I just remembered who it was I was trying to think of the other day.
Yeah,
There's
go.
the one character in movies that does my head in. Babadook.
You mean
Baba Yaga?
Yeah, I was gonna say Baba Yaga. I know that.
Is it Baba Yaga? I thought his name was
Baba
Babadook.
Yaga is the Russian.
Yeah, the Russian version.
The Russian version of the.
Oh, see, I'm thinking of the American TV movie.
Baba Duke. Isn't that the witch lady that steals kids?
Guy.
That's a guy?
Yeah.
I
I
don't
believe
remember, I
he
don't
is.
remember being a guy. I remember Baba
I've
I've
Yaga
never
being a
seen the
female.
movie. All I've seen is shorts and gone, nah.
I only know the Russian version where the Baba Yaga lives
Yeah.
in the
That sounds more right than
deep forest,
Mm-hmm.
and her house has chicken legs, huge chicken legs. So whenever you walk up to the building, you have to say something, and then the house would stand up, turn around, and inside there would be a Baba Yaga, and she like eat you, or I don't
She
know.
ate
something.
people. Yeah.
Usually, you would come to a deal or something with
So
her.
why would you bother? Why would you bother bothering her?
People are crazy. Like Tem summoning Bloody Mary with a fucking white sheet over the mirror.
Yeah, true. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but in Russian lore, it was the they had those bogatyr, means like a guy who is very strong. So he would come to Baba Yaga and make a deal with her, and if she didn't listen to him, he would smash her.
It's so Russian. It's so Russian.
Brute force
Yeah.
outweighs supernatural.
Oh my!
every
I
time
love
around.
it. I love it, dude. Hey, you don't make.
He was like a Russian Thor, pretty much.
Oh, never mind.
okay.
That's still supernatural.
Yep.
Speaking of lore, I mean, like folktales. Do you have any from Australia? I've actually never heard any folktales from Australia.
We don't have
From the deep outback.
only Lindy Chamberlain. A dingo took my baby. That's
Oh,
probably about the
dingo.
only- that's probably about the only law we have because
What's a dingo specifically? Because I know the pop
dog, bro.
cultural.
a dingo is a dog, a wild
Yeah,
dog.
but like, isn't there like a supernatural version of it? Because every time I play a horror game and it said there's a dingo and it's like a wild,
I'm
manic, supernatural
sure there
dog.
is in native Australian
Yeah, like the natives,
law.
right?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
like in the Aboriginal situation.
Right.
I'm sure there's probably stories there. But I'm ignorant, and I admit that I don't
like a
know.
wild coyote, pretty
So
much.
it is pretty much like a coyote, but they all came from China. Dingoes came
Yeah,
from China.
that's
They're
fun
not,
fact.
they're
I
not, they're
learned
not
that
an
from Archie.
Australian
Oh.
animal. Yeah, I didn't know. I always thought they were an Australian indigenous, but they were brought in by Chinese traders.
Damn.
It's so sad
Here,
you can't
have a
have a
dog.
pet. You can't have it as a pet.
You can have them as pets.
Is it-
Really?
it's
You can have
tailable?
any animal as a pet. It just is it right to do that? I
I'm
mean,
saying
you know-
legally.
well, not legal. Oh no, not legally. No. And in fact, they're pretty much like they're cold.
They're endangered.
They're not endangered, not at all. They're like rabbits. They're wild. But again, everything has a right to life, no matter where it ends up.
Except in Halloween movies.
Except in Halloween movies. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. So, are you guys gonna watch anything for Halloween? Any movies particularly?
No.
I might
not this
flick
year.
through. There's a new one that we just saw the advert for coming out on
Complay?
Friday. Complay. Complay. Yeah.
With ET.
That's COME.
I think that's a yeah. Oh yeah, specifically.
What about that movie, It and It
It
Too?
was
Oh, it's good. I
was
love
alright.
the
Scary.
original.
the original. It was more, I think, menacing. In
Tim
the sense.
Curry's version was
Chip-
much
'cause
better.
It was very like real. Like you can feel like if that appeared in real life, like he
Yeah.
had a realistic depiction of it.
Yeah.
The modern age one, it's CGI.
The first It-
It's good CGI.
It's good, but it's like
so good.
yeah, but you did legitimately know.
if you've seen and that's what ruins it when you've seen
Right,
an original.
exactly.
You're always comparing, and that's,
Yeah.
it's very hard not to. You know,
Right.
it's unfair to do that, but it's very hard not to compare.
yeah,
But honestly, I saw the first 5 minutes of it where the clown is in the drain
Mm.
and gives a balloon to the kid. Oh my god! I was like, you know what? I have other stuff to do today.
Everything floats.
yeah. What was the that was the scariest part to you in the whole?
No, I only watched the first
Oh,
5
did you
minutes.
not watch the whole
I didn't
film?
watch the
Oh,
rest.
okay, never
I was
mind.
like, you know
He
what?
took his
It's
little
enough.
raincoat and left.
Yeah,
That's it.
he got
That was
the
enough.
fuck
That was
out
his
of
balloon.
there.
Yeah, that was enough for me, honestly.
Really? What's your favorite horror movie of all time? Since we're on the topic of movies,
Okay, I like The Ring.
The Ring. Oh, actually, no one really talks about The Ring anymore.
The Ring is great.
Yeah.
So good.
The character is
7 days to die.
the character's basically based on Asian law, isn't
Japanese,
she?
it's
They're
Japanese.
Japanese because the scut, I call them scuttlers.
The Irish Cutlers.
They're, the way they bend back, that to me, they're the freakiest spirits. Look, honestly, it would be like my luck if I was to come across one. It would be one of those. no way.
Just like walk backwards towards.
oh
like,
yeah, no.
Oh, that's
What if you
creepy.
got a call and it says in 7 days you're gonna die? I
I'd
mean,
make the best of the next 7 days.
Same.
What are you going to do? I'd probably disbelieve it, but I'd make sure I had a good 7 days. I mean, look, if it's supernatural, you know, not again, not that they believe in such things, but if it exists, what can you do? I'm not going to spend 7 days trying to save myself and waste my time and live in panic. You know what I mean? Or try,
live like a
spend
pussy.
thousands of dollars and visiting Babadooks and, help me.
And smashing Baba.
And smashing Baba.
yeah. Or just watch movies for 7 days, and when she comes, you go like,
Yeah.
time now? Okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's do
That's
it.
it. All right.
Going to be quick? No? All right.
Nah,
Worth asking.
What do you think? What do you think about the Ring sequels?
I only like
good.
the original.
Good. All right. Do you have a favorite horror movie?
Favorite horror movie? Not really. I kind of like. I get off on the genre. I've got to say, I did like The Ring. Slender Man. Funny enough, even though
Liked it?
it was a bit teeny for me,
It's very teeny.
but I like the concept.
Okay.
I like because it's basically how stupid millennials, but you know. Sorry, but it's just like Darwinism. Darwinism
For
at work.
fuck's sakes. Darwin Effect is the message of that movie.
Pretty much is.
So Slenderman.
Or Dare. Truth or Dare.
Oh, you watched Richard
The video one?
Yeah.
I didn't mind that. I did not mind that at all.
I
I like the concept.
Yeah.
But then there's also the box, stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's again,
The
I
Cube,
don't really
right?
have a favorite.
Or Cube?
Well, the Cube. There's also the Cube, the Cabin. There's a few.
Yeah.
That I like. The Cabin where underneath they're trying to save the world and they've got to make virgin sacrifices to keep the world going.
How come it's always virgins? What the fuck?
I
Take
know,
the
what's so
sinners.
great about virgins? Has
Take
anyone
the
ever had a
sinners.
virgin? It is not the most pleasant experience.
They're the purest. You know? What I
Oh,
mean?
really? I don't-
Really? Come on. Pure blood. Anyway,
Yeah.
what about you?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's a little weird, but this is considered just horror. Okay, I'm gonna do like that whole
Friends?
like weird. Constantine. I actually got to
actually?
watch it,
Yeah.
You finally watched
finally watched
Constantine?
it.
It's classed as a sci-fi fantasy.
but it's like horror
It's
elements.
not horror.
Yeah.
No, but like
I
I said
get it. I like
if,
this.
we,
I
if we
love
have horror
Constantine.
elements.
So good.
It was well done.
Yeah,
and I
so
didn't realize
good.
how old it was.
Yeah, it was very old.
It's not-
2005,
Yeah,
right?
2005. Yeah,
And the effects are brilliant, like his wings and the earth or the background's falling apart and
I
stuff. That
honestly
was-
watched that movie and I was like, damn, smoking is cool.
That's right, because he didn't have cancer, so he didn't worry about smoking. So-
That's-
And then
that's just
and then he got
Constantine, yeah.
cancer
Yeah,
removed,
yeah,
so that
yeah,
was
yeah.
nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, one
okay,
last one.
like real horror.
Yes.
Just putting it out there. I cannot remember the name of it because there's two like versions of it. There's a Stephen King novel where it's like the kid comes back from the grave.
Pet Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery.
Spelled
Great.
incorrectly.
Great,
Yeah.
great film. I
Didn't watch it.
That's the most standout in the most.
Yeah,
recent
that is
years.
good. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
sort of there with Poltergeist. That type
Yeah,
of genre.
yeah. Yep. Anyways,
One more before we go.
we duck out.
Final Destination movies.
Suck.
One,
suck.
okay. The rest,
They suck.
waste of fucking time.
That's like the Saw movies. They all suck.
No,
Yeah.
but the best by far in graphics, I think Final Destination 5 had the best graphics. The way
was
people...
it all 3D and stuff, wasn't it? Wasn't that
Yeah,
shit
yes,
coming
yes. I
towards
watched,
you?
hate watching
I watched
movies in
that
3D.
in the
I hate
cinema.
watching
Oh my
movies in
god, that
3D.
was so gruesome
Nah, it's
graphic.
headache.
It was like perfect.
Okay, if you were to get rid of one from the world, reality of world, Saw or Final Destination, because they're both shitty
But
franchises.
Saw is a very different genre.
But they're both shit. Like Human Centipede, let's throw that in there.
Oh, Human Centipede.
Human
has to go.
Centipede is
Can you believe they made
disgusting.
three movies? They made
Three.
three movies with the same concept or some shit is going through other people's shit.
Literally.
Shit. Literally, yeah.
Oh, Human Centipede.
Okay,
is
you know what?
Actually, I'm sorry. Just on that, can I have a break in?
Yeah.
Do you ever see the South Park episode when they did the Apple agreement?
Yeah,
with the
yeah,
human
yeah.
Centipede?
With the human centipede,
And then there's
yeah.
the Japanese guy at the front, and then someone's typing behind him. Oh, I'm so sorry, I had cuttlefish.
That episode scarred me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They didn't need to put that reference in there. Holy shit.
Yeah, I guess we all have something to watch this holiday season. And happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
Be safe. Be good.
Don't
Wear a
watch the
mask.
drunk.
Wash your hands.
Wear 2 masks.
And remember,
Get
it's the only night of the year that you can take lollies from candy from strangers. So enjoy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that, but okay.
All right, leave a like,
So from all of
subscribe.
us guys, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
What they said. Bye-bye. Leave a like and subscribe. Bye-bye.